This episode of Capes and Lunatics is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. Get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
Hi, this is Dan Jurgens, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
There's a thin line between heroism and madness.
Here the line fades to nothing at all. This is a world of capes and lunatics.
And nothing is off limits.
I can't let you down anymore, Love Hellfire. I tell every one of our guests now, Lilith will murder me if I do not get your intro. So please speak clearly into the microphone. Anyway, welcome back. That's right. So as you can see, it's right the day before Halloween. Welcome back to the Capes and Lunatics.
Devil's Night!
I am Phil. Joining me as always. Oh, look, you've been wearing red.
Charlie, the Professor Esser, my mustache game is on point.
And she wears and lives in her favorite color, just like her soul. It is.
Hey y'all, coming live from the void. It's Lois Hellfire, y'all.
Woo! Is that what we're calling forward to now?
That's all.
Make it a thing, kids. Make it a thing.
We'll see what we call it after Tuesday.
They promised me the swamp would be drained, and I'm sorely disappointed. That's all that I can say.
They didn't say which swamp did it.
If they drained the swamp, Lilith, where would the armadillos live?
Armadillos don't live in the swamps.
Oh,
they live in the nice little grassy land, so they're fine.
So see,
it's the alligators you might have to worry about.
Remember Wally Gator?
I do. You're from Detroit. You remember the Berenstain Bears Island, right? No. That wasn't like a fever dream.
Oh, well, okay. So, Boblo Island had a few different, like, merchandise characters. They were actually the first place to have the Simpson characters as licensed people. But yes, they did have the Berenstain Bears at one point, and yeah.
Hey, you know who you are, who I had this argument with. I told you so. I'm not that crazy.
I thought she backed off the I'm not crazy.
Yeah. No, Boblo Island, which was a beautiful little amusement park I believe it's in the Detroit River, and it was a great little vacation spot, and then, well, it wasn't a vacation spot, it was an amusement park, but now it's actually like they're trying to make it like the Midwestern Martha's Vineyard, and it's, you know.
If that's what they were going for.
Well, because they closed the amusement park back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, and there's a whole nostalgia board about it. I don't want to go into it, but yeah. We miss Bob.
Yeah, I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew I remembered that particular thing. I'm sorry, Phil. We're already off the rails. So before you even go any further, let me just do this for you. I found pumpkin and apple, so we're good.
Wait, pumpkin and apple, like cider?
Hard cider, yeah.
So you're drinking.
Oh, well, no, that was implied.
The hard was implied. There you go, Philip.
I mean, actually, cider used to always be hard. It was actually like a weird thing that some
damn puritanical settlers in the U.S.
I mean, that's what they say. Johnny Appleseed was basically, the American Bacchus, and just brought his delicious cider everywhere he went. We're doing me now. Yeah. Anyways.
Philip, come on. Bring us back in.
Give us a topic, Philip.
All right. Well, there wasn't a lot of news, but we did get the debut dates for a bunch of those CW shows. The first of which,
and no one cared. But Philip, continue.
Well, we'll get season 2. Well, of the new Batwoman will make her debut January 17th.
Yay.
If only the Batmobile was as cool as her suit. I really like the way the suit looks in pictures, so I'm not worried about how it's going to look on film. Usually when it looks janky in pictures, I'm just like, okay, maybe I'll have to wait to see it on film. But I actually like the Batsuit upgrade.
I do have a question about it, though. Is the hair a wig again? Or is that her hair?
Well, it's obviously a wig, like, in real life, because you have to.
I don't know. I'm not.
Well, no, you
I don't
kind of
think
have to because of studio lights and things like that. Like, nobody would want to do that to their natural hair.
Well, fair enough. Well, I mean, no, but what I mean is, like, in the show, because, like, that was a thing. You know, they even
I think I've seen her promo pictures with straight hair, so it might be, like, in show universe, it's a wig, but it's just, like, you could have just kept the red wig. Nobody should be that close to your face anyway. You're supposed to be the knight. Hello.
That seems.
You're supposed to be vengeance. Hello.
It seems even less practical than that red wig from season 1 because it seems to be even easier.
Yeah, she should just left the red wig and called it a day. But because she's a black woman, she couldn't have that struggle wig. She couldn't do it. She's not Oliver Queen.
Yeah, you know, and actually, you know, the idea of so you're gonna say, oh, they're gonna grab your wig. It's like, yeah, they're gonna grab your wig, and
then you slip out of it. You're good.
Well,
exactly.
Will it come off?
It's under that the false grab.
It's coming from under that cowl, though. Is it like stitching? Like, is it attached?
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Yeah, I'm sure someone's going to rip her wig off at some point in the story, and that's how she gets away. But you know, no, you do that like all the time in wrestling and stuff. You like lead with something to make someone grab it, just so that you can get out of that hold because you know what you're doing. And yeah, you know,
I don't know if the CW writers have the wherewithal to like kind of be cognizant of that whole thing in the African American community. So if they do it, it's going to be like a whole ruckus.
Yeah, well,
from all 6 people that'll be watching, me included.
I'm assuming they have an adequately diverse writing.
No, they don't. Come on,
okay.
Charlie.
I assume the best of people. I assume when they say, "Hey,
apparently you really don't watch any of the CW shows."
No, I do not.
It's okay.
CW is one of the CW.
I was shocked that they gave Black Lightning, an actual like pro-black writer, and her husband that were like known for very pro-black. I was shook. I was absolutely shook.
No, man. CW is my nemesis, man. They will not be.
It's the kid that I used to babysit and I check in on every now and then. And for a while they were doing good. They graduated college. They had their first job, and then I don't know. They're just alcoholics now. They're just in and out of rehab.
So you just want...
First off, Lilith, neither one of us should be judging alcoholics.
Oh, burn!
More to the point,
I'm a functional alcoholic at least.
As they say, we're drunks. Alcoholics go to meetings.
Wait a minute. So Lil said you said the CW is like the kid you babysit. So you locked it in the closet and just collected the money? What?
I was actually a really good babysitter. I love kids as long as I can give them back. That's the truth.
Yeah,
I just don't want to keep them. My godchildren will tell you. I give very nice gifts. Then when they spend time with me, or I spend time with them where they live, it's fine. It's great. I can give them back. It's not a problem.
We love when Lilith watches us. We play hide and seek, and she can never find us.
No, we watch movies Mommy and Daddy don't let us watch.
That's the best kind of baby.
Hard R, baby. Let's do this. You're too sheltered.
So long as the kids can keep their mouth shut. You know, you gotta make sure that gotta have the talk. There are things that what happens with the babysitter.
We watch horror movies. That's our thing. It's like you need to be scared every now and then. You need that adrenaline kick.
Yeah, you do. Of course, with YouTube today, kids are seeing so much anyway. Yeah. But like I said, CW, it annoys me that they don't come in over my broadcast and they don't come in on my freaking Warner Brothers owned media device.
CW's always been the redheaded stepchild, but I'm of the philosophy that they need to get rid of the C, and then it would be better because none of the CBS shows do well on the WB, like on the CW. They just don't. It's a proven fact. They literally have to force them to give them a season 2 of every single show that is a freaking CBS produced show.
So are you saying that really the whole reason I can't watch CW shows is literally
Paramount? They want that CBS All Access money.
They refuse to just call themselves the WB. The AT&T could say, we'll let you be on all of our streaming platforms if you call yourselves the WB. They're like,
I'm thinking
CW
honestly.
forever.
Yeah. It's like a whole thing. I don't get it anymore. Just make money. Be friends and make money. I thought we lived in a late stage capitalism. Isn't that what it's all about?
Yeah, business
just pretend to be friends and make money.
Oh.
Put on a good show for the kids, you know?
Exactly. Business people should not be petty. That's just my opinion on that, you know.
But anyway, Phil, yeah. I mean, I'm excited about The Flash, at least.
I know, that's the one I'm looking forward to. But yeah, no, then it's Black Lightning, Season 4, February 8th, followed by, yes, The Flash and Superman and Lois both premiere February 23rd.
Yay! You know, it'll be no Smallville.
At least watch well, yeah.
Little Hellfire shattered minds this week online with her Smallville.
Me being wholesome but yet controversial. That's my whole new shtick now. So enjoy.
Well, but you know, Lilith is right as always.
I like that drop.
Yes,
I shall claim that drop is mine. Philip,
Lilith Hellfire was right.
Yes.
But I mean, it's exciting. Like, because Legends is gonna, well, it's not coming back, but like, it's like Legends and Stargirl are the two shows I'm most excited for, and they're the ones that are the furthest away with the least amount of episodes.
And those are the ones I'll actually bother to go to the CW app to watch. You know? Stargirl I'm excited about because they've cast
Jade. Did you see the casting?
No.
I don't know that girl, but yeah, we're getting Jade.
We're getting Jade?
Alan Scott's daughter. Ooh.
Alan Scott's daughter, Jade.
Exactly.
Does that mean we might get an Alan Scott?
We might.
Do, because we do see the lanterns in there.
Yep.
Maybe we'll see.
Now, I wonder if they're going to have a Jade origin where she gets the lantern, or I don't know.
It's looking like that's what they might do, actually, because you know how they kind of twist a few things in Stargirl.
It won't be like Eternal show out his ring or something. Yeah, okay.
I never understood why she had green light powers and it wasn't Green Lantern related. So
it was all the wood energy she absorbed from his sperm. I don't know.
Does he have radioactive fluids as well?
Yes, I think that's how that works, but we just don't talk about it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
She's strong. Listen, bud. Listen, bud.
I thought it was the Starheart, but thanks for letting me know, Lilith. Okay, so.
Nobody tell Rob. Prerequisite. True. Like I said, the rules of Capes and Lunatics. Nobody tells Rob. Rule number 2.
Yes. So we're getting Eclipse. So we're getting Jade, which is awesome because we could use a lantern on the team. I'm excited for the return of Stargirl. I'm excited to see how the magic.
I'm nervous for the pure CW budget, though. Is the thing.
You know what, Lilith? Sometimes you just gotta accept that 80s style sci-fi CGI and just say, you know what?
It's a choice, and I'm gonna roll with it. I totally
exactly.
agree.
It's like you watch The Boys, and for the most part, if they're not flying, it's just basic Ferrigno style. I'm big and I'm strong, and I'm going to throw this thing, and it's grounded in reality, and you accept it, and it's reasonable in its own way.
Oh!
And
we should shout out Swamp Thing. I heard that it did really good in the ratings and got a lot of people interested, despite being the CW cut.
I didn't
release the HBO Max cut.
I was going to say I didn't watch the CW. I watched it on HBO Max. It was a good show. Plus, CW was hurting for content anyway. So I'm sure that helped them.
So I would be interested to see if they do absorb them into Legends. But I feel like it was announced as Legends last season. That could just be my brain going, bro. That shows hemorrhaging money because you're not making Bebo freaking merch.
We keep screaming it, but why don't they just do a Constantine and Swamp Thing show?
Like, honestly.
Well, I gotta just raise the elephant in the room here and just ask, how much does it cost to put that guy in a Swamp Thing suit?
Not much. You give the little mist. You film from far away.
Well, I get that. Trust me, as I said, I am here for 80s Swamp Thing.
The Swamp Thing TV show wasn't that bad for the time that it was made. I'm just saying, there's ways.
No. I'm all about the swamp monsters. It's fine. I'm just saying that whenever you have a makeup or CGI intensive, that's why we didn't get a really nice Solomon Grundy arc last season. Because
they chose to make it very CGI heavy. Yeah. When they
should have freaking gotten Lou for that, or any big guy, and paint him gray, I mean, not the guy from Gotham. Although, honestly, I thought he did a fine Solomon Grundy in his own way.
Are you talking trash about Butch? I will cut you, bro.
I'm not. I'm just saying you don't want to do that because then it's going to raise all these questions. Is this canon with the Gotham universe? You know,
nothing is canon with the Gotham universe. Just to be clear, maybe Pennyworth secretly somewhere. There's a portal near a Lazarus pit. I don't know.
I'm just saying everything should be. Everything should be because that was their best show.
Nuh-uh. We will, and that, sir, is where we will part ways and agree to disagree.
Let me just say it was the best Batman show we've had in a long time.
Sir, that's where we're going to have to part ways and agree to disagree. That taste is still in my mouth. Ugh. Philip, you have to say it. We're talking about it. Come on.
All right, hold on. I got to set it up with the drop then first.
No, I think she just wants you to say Gotham.
Yeah.
Come on, Phil, say Gotham.
Yeah.
That drop.
Come on, Phil, say Gotham.
Okay.
Gotham.
Come on, Phil, say Gotham.
Oh, shout out to one of my favorite YouTubers, by the way, Infuso, who said that Gotham had the best joke. He absolutely got bullied off of YouTube for like a month.
What? No.
He didn't get bullied off, but he disappeared.
Joker.
Wait.
He disappeared mysteriously and then came back and was like, well, let me explain.
Why? Because he said
Jeremiah
okay.
was great.
Look, first off, Joker fanboys, you're basically dealing with Proud Boy incels there, so you know what? Have a nice day.
That is an accusation, sir.
I'm just saying, anyone that doesn't see Jerome and Jeremiah as amazing Jokers, as first off, a really talented actor.
I give it to the performance was great. The actual backstory is garbage.
Backstory. What's backstory for the Joker? It's like
the whole point of it was that they tried to make it. Well, it's like a whole thing about how God.
Gee, Lilith, was the three Jokers better?
Fight me, nerd. Hell no. But we'll save that for comic book talk. Phil's just frothing at the mouth to talk about it.
I know. I did actually.
I don't know why. Go ahead, throw it in. But yeah, it's been a heck of a time on YouTube. YouTube's been good, bro. You don't even need real TV anymore, as far as I'm concerned.
Honestly, I spent a lot of time there between just, PBS. Hey, here's an interesting thing about history and how plants learn to eat meat.
The History Channel doesn't do history anymore.
No, you got to go to PBS for that stuff, man. They don't got that PBS. It's not going to be knowledgeable. And PBS is like, oh, this is great.
PBS
it's like
is bringing in the YouTubers too. I really enjoyed the Lindsay Ellis stuff that they do. They also work with Evelyn from the Internets. They do a lot of things with her. So yeah, PBS is where it's at.
I have been a fan of Lindsay Ellis since she was the nostalgia chick. Which I don't think we can legally.
Phil's not like a YouTube nerd, so I feel so bad for him. Like he's missing out.
Every so often, I'll see Luca pull something up, but a lot of times, again, my son, the nerd. I mean, he's either watching football, something with football, or something with World War II.
Yeah, Phil has a number.
Grandpa, I love to see it.
He's a great kind of nerd, but it's a different kind of nerd, and it's a good nerd, but it's just different. Every nerd in their own way, in their own time. That's what I say.
Exactly.
Fight me.
And Luca is.
But Lindsay's going through it right now. I don't know if you saw that controversy.
Controversy in the sense that a crazy lady is like sending her fake lawsuit letters. She might as well have said, "Hey, Trump's an idiot," and then had letters from him coming to her. So it's like, yeah, these are kind of
like when YouTube says, "Nah, we're gonna leave the video up." That's how bad that is.
Well, exactly, because
YouTube will pull your video down for anything.
And to be fair to YouTube and their natural cautiousness, at a certain point when it's alpha porn, you gotta say, like, I don't think you have the juice you think you have.
Don't be a troll.
I'm just saying. But yeah. So
It's been wild on YouTube. Like I've been living for YouTube and the YouTube drama. There's like 3 different communities that have a whole bunch of drama going on. So I don't even care about normal TV anymore. The pandemic has made me a YouTube I re-upped on my YouTube Premium. I can't deal with the Trump ads. I was just like, okay, I see what you did there. I'll allow it this one time.
You know,
the election's over.
On those,
They played the whole thing, bro. Like it was real. I was like, dude.
Oh, because you
my
live in
profile
Florida.
says, show me a Trump ad.
Yeah,
like, I just want to
because you live in Florida.
Yeah.
I live in New Jersey. They're like, I live in Newark, New Jersey. They're like, yeah, no one is voting for you in Newark, New Jersey.
Nobody in my age demographic is voting. Well, that's what you get. I know. I'm an unknowable thing to the YouTube algorithm. I get it.
Yeah. Well, and
I just get random commercials. Nothing that makes sense. It's like you get a Trump ad and like a lawnmower ad after that. I'm an unknowable entity.
Gotta hear a trigger.
You're a Florida woman. That's the problem.
Ooh.
No one ever knows what a Florida woman.
You never know what's going to go down in Florida. Like somebody said, everybody has that one guy in their town, like the guy that rides the horse or the guy that does the roller skates. I was like, bro, I live in Florida. We're all that guy.
Exactly.
You never know what's going to go
know.
down in Florida.
So anyway, Phil, do you have any real news?
No, not really.
I mean, did we talk Oscar? I feel like that was a lifetime ago already.
Oh, Oscar Isaac.
Midnight.
It's Oscar Isaacson, right?
Oscar
That's
Isaac.
his name? Isaac.
Yeah.
Oscar Isaacson is someone else. Probably a guy I went to high school with.
Loved him in Ex Machina and everything that's not Star Wars, to be honest. I think he's
honestly,
a fantastic actor.
Oh, that's right. We got to talk about
the shipping.
Marchi.
What we're going to call it.
Marchi. Well, you know, that's the question. Is it Frark or is it Marchny?
What?
So shipping names usually tend towards the cuter end of things. So I would go.
We don't know who's Frenchie
y.
yet. You know, and someone had pointed out recently that Frenchie might have been bi. So it's entirely possible that we can get Marlene into the whole triad going here, and this could be a fun story.
But it's on Disney Plus, so you know.
Well, is it though? Has it been announced for Disney Plus, or is it still possible?
Pretty sure it's
adjacent.
I thought
it's not going to be Hulu for sure.
Yeah,
it's not going to be
Hulu,
Hulu,
but you know what? But here's the thing, and here's the thing that is a thing to be said: is Disney has been looking for a proud Maeve they can put on a candy bar for a while now.
Is that what the Mandalorian's for?
What? There's no proud Maeve in Mandalorian.
Are you sure?
I mean, Mandalorian's made for your aces, honestly. Because that's that very, you know.
Yeah. The
way is the way.
I'll give you that.
You know, yeah. I mean, that's. But you know, the idea of a out gay or bisexual partner in the superheroic sense to Mark Spector might be a really big selling point for Disney in a way that they can find a way to canonically make this a thing where they can basically shut everybody up. They can say, no, canonically this is who this character is. You know? Don't at me, bro.
And shut the hell up.
And that's something that Disney has wanted for a while. Honestly, I feel they've wanted it. It's just that question of how do we establish this character within our dynamic?
I see it.
And
I get it.
Yeah, and here is one that they can do. And what we also know is that Oscar Isaacs, he's cool with the shipping. He will kiss Frenchie if you ask him to.
Oh, Lilith, eventually all our drops have their moment. This is it.
Fight me, Moon Knight nerd. Yes! Not saved for Rey. Not just for Rey anymore.
And that's the thing. That is what I look at with this, is that I see how this is exactly what Tristan, don't, because I'm on a thing, so don't play any copyrighted music right now.
No DMCA strikes here in this house, sir.
No more lawsuits.
If you want to listen to
because Twitch is going crazy too. By the way,
listen to it on your phone over there.
If you haven't noticed, like DMCA is like a hell of a thing right now, especially on Twitch. Like it is just like going. Like Twitch streamers are having a time. It's ting ting tingling, ting ting tingling.
Yeah. Anyway, so Tristan wanted to ask it to play the Animaniacs theme, which we'll be discussing.
Yes, I'm so excited for Animaniacs and Tiny Toons. I was like, come on, Animaniacs. Obviously, they're going to do Tiny Toons because Steven Spielberg needs that sweet, sweet merchandise money.
Yeah. That's for super connectivity, though, kids.
Oh.
You can come over there.
Well, do you really want to talk about it right now?
No, that's okay. We can talk comics. It's fine.
I was like, I have
something to talk about.
Yeah, I was going to say, we can jump to comics now if you guys want.
Yes. Well, let's talk about the Department of Truth.
Phil's Comics Corner.
It feels a little too close to home, honestly. Very thinly veiled.
Yeah. Well, now you read the first issue too, right?
Yes. Come on now.
So
we don't do that in this house.
You know what this... Okay, did anyone here read like early 90s what was it? Epic Comics? Specifically like Dr. Zero or one of my favorites, Plastic Forks. It was this kind of art style, which is this very weird painted off-kilter style, and honestly, Epic had a whole line that was kind of done this way that kind of failed miserably. They you only had 5 minutes of them in when they did during the Secret Wars, when they did the New Universe. They had the New Universe, and then they had the Epic line of heroes, and they all got their butts kicked, sadly. But this one, so for those who don't recall, our main character, it's been revealed to him that, when people believe things, they become real. But he was actually part of Satanic Panic back in the 80s.
I like that reference a lot.
Oh, it's amazing. And now he's it's not real because it wasn't real, but then it could have been real, so was it real? And then we go down actually into the bowels of the Department of Truth, people that basically are monitoring all of the idiocy that's being spewed out into the universe.
But do you think with the title of this series, they're kind of hey, you grown-up Harry Potter fans, you? See, that's the thing about the title. I was like, I don't know. I get more of a 1984 vibe, but that's just me.
Well, here's the thing. It's sort of, you know what it is? It is this idea that anything is possible if you just believe, and people believe stupid ideas. And the thing is as they call out here, it's I hate when children get drawn into this kind of things. They're so malleable. They believe, thank goodness that, no one believes them. Otherwise, would have to kill Santa Claus every year. And that's only happened 1 or 2 times.
I feel like this spun out of South Park's Imagine. Somebody was high and they watched Imagination Land from South Park and said, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Well, it is this. Well, really, Imagination
it's James Tennant. So it could be something Phil might like.
Yeah, what I was going to say is Imagination Land was kind of just a ripoff of Simon and the Chalk Drawing World, and the really dark first episode where he has to redraw all the things he never finished. But But what I like about this is that we actually are developing a lore in this, both with the girl with the double X eyes, and now with Pentagram Face. Where is he? He's there. I don't think you're going to be able to get oh, there you see him right there. Which are these characters that they're not in lore, but they are showing up in people's things. And I get this idea that there's this idea they're building here, which is this concept that, children are malleable, their belief can be manipulated, and if certain otherworldly entities of imagination wanted to be made real.
It's Monsters, Inc., guys. It's Monsters, Inc.
I don't know. It's very cool. I want to wake up. That last line there, which is our hero, who was a victim of the Satanic Panic, which means, again, within this concept that there is a possibility that at some point everything he saw was real. That it was not real, but it was real. And that is, honestly, this is a good, I like this book. I like this book a lot.
My favorite thing about the book is the art. I'm not going to lie. So shout out to Mark Simmons. I really liked his work on Dying is Easy, and I like his work even more in this one. It's what really pulls the whole book together for me.
I'm going to throw this out there. I don't know if this is his influence or just the letterers, but the off-center speech bubbles as a way of showing the intransience of ideas is really, intransient? I don't even think that's the right word. Maybe unstatic. I don't know. But the idea that, the things that are said aren't solid, which they even touch upon when they talk about how they can't keep digital files because, digital is too easy. It's too easy to be changed. And we don't know when a Wikipedia entry changes, is that because reality changed or just some kids are having a laugh? And so they have to keep all their files, hard copies, and all that kind of thing. Which is...
But if you live in a Mandela-affected world, even that's not safe.
Not quite hard.
Mm-hmm. Well, exactly, and that's the thing, is that this is the world of Mandela. This is the Mandela world, and, people remember and people forget and people believe, and then it becomes reality.
I'm too drunk for this. Poor Philip. He doesn't get it. It's okay.
Anyway,
it's not for everybody.
Yeah,
if you're a conspiracy theorist, this is like the comic book for people who don't necessarily think that they might be comic book people. Do you know what I mean?
Well, so here's what I'll say. It's like, it's the kind of book that if you appreciate conspiracy theories without being a conspiracy theorist, this is a good book for you. Because I've always loved conspiracy theories, but I've always understood that the conflicts within conspiracy theories were something that made them logically impossible.
There are real life conspiracy theories. They're not all just, people in tinfoil hats. There's
no. There are real life conspiracies. Let me put it. There are real life conspiracies, Lilith. Those are no longer theories. It's like once it becomes a fact, it's no longer a theory, and so we say, yes, that was a thing that happened. But then you can actually get into whole other things where people will lay their conspiracy on top of a fact, and then you got to say, well, no, that's not quite what that fact says, and that's where you got to. That's where you got to push your logic back at them and say, that's not exactly what happened. Well, actually, let me mansplain.
What's the way I remember it, damn it? And if you don't, I just moved dimensions.
Exactly. So, it's a much more nuanced world that I like to live in, and I believe that's what the reality is, and so that's my reality. But yeah, no, Department of Truth, I really enjoy it, and I highly hope everyone else is enjoying it who's reading it too, and I hope other people pick it up.
I agree. Who is that? Image Comics? Okay. Oh, shout out to IDW who is going through it right now. I don't know if you guys saw it in the news that they're lost a lot of executive leadership. They're bleeding money. It's not looking good for them right now. Hopefully Disney doesn't come in and swoop them up because that's the last thing I freaking need.
Yeah, well,
we need Image Comics. We absolutely need that, and we can't lose Image Comic guys. So just saying, get out there and. You got the money to spare.
I got 2 Image Comics this week. Do you want to talk about the other one that I've recommended 4 times to you, Lilith?
I got one.
Yeah, yes. Let's talk. What book is that?
A Man Among Ye. Pirates, Phil! Pirates! Arrgh! just like what's his name? That guy I hate. What's his name?
Alan Moore?
Yes, just like Moore predicted. When people are tired of superheroes, they want pirates. Arr.
Damn straight. I mean, I've always been down for pirates, though. That's like been my thing. So.
I mean, that's our opening. That's our opening page. That's our splash page there, right? You know, you're stealing me boat. It's me boat, and
gimme.
You know, axe versus sword. It's awesome.
All female pirate crew. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, you know, of course.
And you know, the captain is a redhead. Come on, it's up my alley.
It's beautiful. I mean, you know.
Go ahead, throw it in. And the fact that it's a woman that writes it, I think Stephanie Phillips has done a really great job kind of like pushing this little story along and, you know, building that ragtag crew. I love the story of building the ragtag crew. It's great. Know.
I'm not sure 100% how I feel about Jane Castor yet. I mean...
Give it a minute. I feel like it's going to be something epic. Just give it a minute. It's building.
Okay, I'm giving Jane Castor her minute. I mean, obviously she has the power of Rich Daddy.
As and you do.
She's the
Luciferian.
Burn. You know what? I'm going to tell you this. When I was a gas jockey, and there was this girl, she came, her card was denied, and she called her daddy on the phone and said, "Daddy, fix it." And dang if Daddy didn't fix it in like 5 minutes. And I'm like, dang, it is so good to be a rich white girl.
No truer words have ever been spoken.
But this is good. I like the fact that they have, what's her name? Is it Lily? Or no, it's... Hyacinth? It's a flower name, I think. But the black servant, she calls her a servant, doesn't call her what she probably was. But I like that they have her not kill the actual owners of the boat they're trying to steal. She just kind of like,
the captain now! Throw him overboard!
Yes. Which is also what she says to Anne, which is kind of neat. Which is like, I'm the captain, I'm in charge, I stole this boat. But it's like, you don't know how to freaking drive a boat. What are you talking about?
And much like a motorcycle gang, if you don't know how to ride, you can't be the leader of the pack. That's just how that goes.
Thank you for that.
But it's a great dynamic in these first few pages between Anne and Jane and what is her name? Sorry, just trying to find her name. Dang it! Why can't I ever remember anyone's name? Yeah, Mary. That's the other one.
Drink break!
Yeah, never mind. But yeah, I love the dynamic between these four. And then, of course, we get the whole, you believed I would honor the deal I made? I'm the bad guy! Why don't you people understand that?
No honor among thieves.
Yeah. Then you get this scene where all the pirates get shot after they turned in their captain.
I'm telling you, if you're a history fan and you don't like pirates, there's something wrong with you. It's just such an intriguing history of pirates and why pirates were and how pirates became actual like pirates and scourge of the sea and whatnot.
Yeah. And then we get a whole thing here, you know, and of course, not for nothing, I kind of saw this coming. So, well, okay, first off, we get that, you know, our heroines, you know, one of them gets washed overboard. Our red-haired one tries to save them. Well, the other girl is dying. She realizes, we need to do a Trojan horse. We need to do the old Trojan horse gag. And then we cut to Rackham, our protagonist bad guy, who's been captured. And then, of course, we get the big reveal that the evil governor just wants these pirate kings to start working for him. He's going to be the kingpin now.
Duh. That's like the whole thing of pirates. It's like Highlander. There can only be one. You know?
Yeah. I love it. Imogen Top Cow making great things. And I love the Top Cow. I love the Top Cow logo on this just because, that's my tick people. And so I like to see them branching out again. And honestly, I actually think, for all anyone's going to say, I think the indie comic world may start to have some renaissance between some of the stuff I've been reading. But then again, I'm the only one. I may be one of the few people reading it, and so maybe it's not going to be enough. But I feel like that there's this low entry point market in comics for indie comics that I think might have a real explosion. So like the old Grindhouse films of the 70s. Once you could make films cheaply, everyone made a bunch of cheap films. And then you didn't have to make a lot back on these Grindhouse films. And these are like Grindhouse comics, if you will. And there's going to be some real gems in these. And I'm really liking some of the stuff I'm finding.
Phil, are you ready to talk? Do you want to talk about Three Jokers? How do you feel, buddy?
Oh, I was going to say, I actually got an Image comic this week.
Oh, which Image comic did you get?
What'd you get, buddy?
Oh, Spawn.
Oh,
Spawn. Okay, well, no.
We don't even like Spawn is like, it's like getting a Walking Dead comic. You're like, okay, fine.
No. Spawn has history.
Spawn has his place. I know, absolutely. I have that cover.
With the Chadwick Boseman tribute cover, yes. So you read this?
So tell us about Spawn.
Lilith, did you read this?
Of course I did. I mean, I hadn't picked it up since the 2 issues after the big issue. So it was like, okay, let's see what he's doing. See what old Tidy Boy's up to.
I mean, it was a lot of talky, but we actually got Al Simmons and Jim Downing together.
Yeah, so that was neat.
I love how
but I feel like the dynamic's gone. It's like I was like, what the heck? I don't know. It felt like something like It felt like I missed something.
I don't know. Well, McFarlane's bringing in, seems like every single Spawn, even like Gunslinger Spawn's in the present now. It's like, let's sell some toys almost. Is that?
It's for toys. Yes, it's for toys. He does it for the sales. And I can't blame him. I wish the toys were better quality, but
the one thing you could say about, I guess,
he's evil Santa Claus.
I guess it's a creator-owned book and it's an Image book. Like the characters actually age, well, unless they're like undead. But even if it takes them 10 years, like McFarlane will bring stuff back in.
Yeah, he's like, okay, I'm bored. What did I put away on the side table to come back to later? And then he digs through it. Yeah,
it's like 311. Where Jim Downing's been gone for what, like 100 issues? Let's bring him back. But yeah,
okay. As long as I didn't miss something, I was just like, oh, it's just the thing we do now. Okay.
Yeah. You just like drop people in. Yeah, I guess he's like a team Spawn now. Or are we trying to cater to every?
We said that in the big issue that he's trying to do that family thing. They're trying to get that movie off the ground and things.
Oh yeah, he's gonna.
Is this Dawn of the League of Spawns?
Damn near.
Pretty much.
He's been working on it for a while though.
Hey man,
Spawns assemble!
I mean, you're fighting heaven and hell. I mean, you need all the help you can get.
You need all the help you can get. Exactly.
All right. So should we go to Three Jokers?
I mean, I don't have much to say, but womp womp.
Womp womp.
Okay. So now, how many Jokers are we? There's still 2 Jokers left, right? Where we've lost. No.
Should have read the book, Charlie.
I thought he did read it.
No, I didn't read it. No.
Well, no.
I didn't pay money for it, so I'm not going to read it. That would be stealing. I browsed it and saw nothing of import in it. Do we have a new 3rd Joker?
Well, no, we're down to 1 Joker.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. Okay, so we're down to 1.
The other 2
so I knew it was either 1 or 2. So we got the 1 left. Which Joker was it?
You had a 50-50 shot.
Is it the gangster Joker or the other Joker? Because I know the comedian Joker's dead now.
The clown Joker. The clown Joker was the first one to die. No, the criminal dies, and then they're left with the comedian.
Oh, the comedian. Oh, so the one that actually had the wife and kids.
Oh yes, that's an interesting point. Yes, because after the criminal before he dies breaks Joe Chill out of prison, tries to make him the ultimate Joker because the Joker wants. Of course, they even call it out here, Lilith. It's like Joker wants to be Batman's man pain.
I know. I was just like, okay, they're doing it. They're going there. We're gonna get a book in an alternate universe. Well, we almost got that with Gotham High. If you read that, so they're definitely trying to do a thing about that.
Just out of curiosity, does vat, this randomized vat of chemicals at Ace Chemicals, does that just, always produce a Joker? Because it seems like we've also established that, you can throw any lady in there and they'll become a Harley Quinn.
They really didn't explain it, but I guess because it wasn't because he had a swimming pool full of chemicals. So I don't know if it's like the Joker's figured out the formula.
It's Joker Venom, bro. It's Joker Venom.
Thank you for the drop.
So basically, you just have to get enough Joker Venom before you die, and then it just you become Jokerized. That's a brilliant theory, and it actually makes sense. That's actually not a bad idea, Lilith.
It's like a Lazarus pit, but for Jokers.
You know what? And the idea that it's just a reverse-engineered Lazarus pit. Someone should do that sometime.
I mean, when you think about it, Joker probably been experimenting with dosage sizes, and ingredient size for years. I mean, Joker's not. He's
got nothing to do.
And again, he don't care if he kills hundreds of people figuring this out. He don't care.
I'm saying this now. If I ever get to write a Batman story, which will be 2 days after For Never, here's my big overarching plot. So write it down now so you know what the secrets are later, kids. Basically, Ace Chemicals found Lazarus Pit water, was actually experimenting on Lazarus Pit water, did not get the mix just right, but also got something most interesting instead. It either failed or it succeeded. We don't know which. And so that vat of Joker chemical,
juice. There you go.
Joker juice is basically artificially created Lazarus Pit.
Because you can't go insane from Lazarus Pit water if you dunk it.
Yes, you can. Exactly.
Maybe it's reused Lazarus Pit water.
It actually makes perfect sense if the idea of that Joker Venom stuff is that there was an attempt to reverse engineer Lazarus Pit water. If someone had gotten some of that Lazarus juice at some point and said, "This is what it."
Malcolm Merlin has entered the chat.
Yes, I mean, I'm just saying. That would be a brilliant idea.
But they're too stupid. So that's not it.
Okay. Tristan, do you want to give us a theory? Come close to the mic and say very loudly what your theory is. Ready? Okay, go.
What if the three Jokers are actually three different versions of the Joker's origin story? Of three different Red Hoods. One could be the one where he was a failed comedian, and the gangster one could probably the time where Red Hood was actually a gangster.
Well, yes, I think that actually is literally what it is. I don't know if you didn't read the books.
Basically, the Joker.
It's a take on the origins.
I mean, in this issue, they even say, they're like, at some unknown point, the Joker just started making copies of him, basically dunking people and trying to make copies of himself. And
because he's too stupid to make a real clone, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's just a weird thing, because first off, that assumes that they're all going to be Jokers.
Remember, this is the universe that they believe in one bad day. So you have to take that into account, too. That's the universe we're in.
I'm just going to say this, and I say this as a Marvel fan, where we don't really have rules about things per se, but I think we're consistent in the way that we approach the rules that we say we sometimes have. I don't know.
Debatable, but go ahead, Charlie.
No, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that Marvel is better about this, but this just seems really haphazard. This just seems
it is. It's supposed to come out 4 years ago, 5 continuities ago.
This seems like a haphazard.
Jeff John really needed a check, apparently.
It's
he was unsure about Stargirl, so he wrote this. That is my theory for the world to have.
I don't know. I just don't.
Lilith, we'd even lay the ending on him either.
Yeah, wait for the ending. Wait for it.
Well, I may know what the ending is, but tell me what the ending
again,
is.
we're down to one Joker again. Everything's wrapping up.
Supposedly.
Yeah, and at the end, Bruce is in the cave with Alfred, and Alfred says something like, "Oh, well, it's too bad you don't know who the Joker's real name." And Bruce goes, "Oh, I know the Joker's real name." Because they show, I guess, the wife and kids where their deaths were faked and killing jokes, so they can, go into witness protection or something. He's like, if anyone finds out the Joker's real name, the press or whoever's going to find his family, and they'll never be safe from the Joker. So he's like, the Joker's name isn't important.
Okay. Yeah, no, I got that
Lies!
part. Oh, also, Alfred is alive.
Don't be damn lies.
So,
but again,
Alfred is alive.
Well, again, this story was supposed to come out like 4 years ago, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but I know there was like a debate. Is this pre-Joker War? Is this post-Joker War? So it has to be pre-Joker War.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, Lilith was saying, you were saying sequel.
Yeah.
Isn't this prequel? Because, yeah, Alfred's alive.
Yeah, originally it was supposed to be a sequel. That's why they put it off. And they're like, oh, nope, doesn't make sense now. Gotta make it a prequel.
Or it's just later in time when they bring Alfred back from the dead.
It has nothing to do with Joker War, except in here, the Joker does say, yeah, I know who you are, Bruce.
That was tacked on.
Yeah.
No, but I mean that Alfred's alive.
Yeah, that too. But
and I just realized why Alfred's alive. Freaking Damien's gonna throw him in a Lazarus pit.
Probably.
The only real father figure he ever had.
Any of the Robins had. Let's just be honest.
No.
Okay, but only one of them has that access to Lazarus pit.
Charlie Esther, I will fight you on this. Damien had a father figure, and his name was Dick Grayson.
And his name was freaking Slade.
No, first off, Dick Grayson was his great older brother. And there's a difference between a father figure and an older brother. There is.
He trained him in the ways of being Robin when Bruce Wayne had to.
Yeah, but that's not what that's not necessarily what your father does. Your father doesn't
if you're Batman, that's what you do.
If you're Bruce Wayne, that's what you do.
Charlie, if
you're a 16th century blacksmith, that's what you do. And if you have two kids, one of them gets screwed. And Batman has like 4. So, you know.
And Tim's the one that got screwed.
Oh!
Yeah. So, no. The person who was his father figure was Alfred. Or the person who actually filled a role for him was Alfred. And so, yeah, they'll bring Alfred back.
will have no such besmirching on his name, damn it.
Ra's al Ghul.
But no, I was thinking about this the other day, Charlie. You're probably right about Damien throwing Alfred in a Lazarus pit because they killed him off for that stupid 5G thing. Now it's not going to happen besides this 2-month event.
We're doing a 2-month break for everybody. Yay!
I was going to say, no.
So are you saying that Damien already threw him in the Lazarus?
No, but he's probably going to bow to. No, because they killed Alfred off for 5G, and now it's not really going to happen. So it's like they're going to bring Alfred back.
They say every Batman always needs a Robin. I disagree. Batman always needs an Alfred. So
yep.
Yeah.
Or an Aunt Harriet, whatever.
Hey, it's a great time to bring back Aunt Harriet, honestly. Although she's Dick's aunt. That's the problem with it.
It doesn't matter. They're all related.
I mean, they could change it to make it Bruce's long-lost aunt because, I mean, she hasn't been seen since pre-crisis.
I know, but,
it's
like
70
you're
or
going to bring
71,
someone back from a post-crisis.
They never bring them back the same. Just look at Joker's daughter. I'm so bitter about that.
Yeah, after New 52, no one comes back the same, Charlie Esther. It's like zombies. They never come back the same.
See, and again, at least for when Marvel rebooted the entire universe, and they, yes, definitely forgot to put things back.
Franklin Richards.
Franklin Richards. Well, I was having a whole debate on the Captain America board about that recently. It's like, yeah, what happened with Ian and Fat Jet and,
But again, I mean, the actual truth is, they change creative teams like underwear, so it's like, the next team.
They change creative freaking teams more than I change jobs, and that's a damn lie.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Although I gotta say this, Ta-Nehisi Coates definitely has love for continuity.
Yes.
I feel.
Yes.
I think
and everybody else is just glaring at him like, shh. Well, the teacher forgot to give homework. Shh.
Well, I think in my opinion, that's the difference between a good or great comic book writer and just like the rest of the pack is like the good comic book writers. Instead of ignoring continuity, they use it. They do something original. They make
the fanboys just want to buy those books. He remembered the thing.
Yeah, but they do. But they do it in original ways. But they don't forget the past.
Yeah.
So we're not doing the repeat it.
Well, and we're doing that right now, but it's fine.
Anyway, no, I'm waiting
looking for another Clone Saga in 2025. To be honest,
no more Peter Parker clones. We're just getting back from. Hey, do you want to talk Amazing Spider-Man? Philip?
That's what I was going to say. Let's. I got Charlie Esther doing
on that intro
51 with the psychedelic cover.
Gee, did you ever make a deal with a? You know what? Never mind, Peter.
We shaded the hell out of that on Ultimate Spider-Cast as well.
That's what I said. Is that like meta commentary? It's like what? Quesada thought Spider-Man was going to make a deal with the devil, and it wasn't going to come back up. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, really, especially when he's freaking talking to Doctor Strange every other week. You know,
your flagship character makes a deal with the devil. That's not going to come back and bite you in the ass ever. Okay.
He's so pure outside of that, though, bro. It'll never affect him. It's his uncle. Come on, it's never going to affect him. Nepotism at its finest.
Oh, and, you know, I gotta say, man, how does Uncle Ben feel about all this at this point? It's like, man, okay,
I raised him better than that.
You made a deal with the devil to bring Aunt May back.
He's not paying attention.
You kept that foul wench away from me for about 10 more years. Thank you, Peter.
Hey,
I'm just saying. I think it was like, gee, you're making a deal with the devil to bring people back from the dead. You think maybe you want to mention good old Uncle Ben
is the only character in comic book history that has to stay dead. It would shake the foundation of the universe if he popped up alive.
Although, you know what's weird about that is the idea that it's like, why hasn't Mephisto just killed Aunt May now? Because like that's what he did to Johnny Blaze. Like,
exactly.
I cured your dad's cancer, but I can't keep your dad from being an idiot and doing a motorcycle.
Well, she doesn't leave the house, very often.
No, now she does. Now she's all freaking 20-year-old Aunt May.
She de-aged her.
She's Moses Tomei Aunt May.
Exactly. She's out there. She's dating. She's having fun.
Well, she's always been dating. She's a Black Widow, Willie Lumpkin knows to stay away now.
Oh, and
he's still alive though, so that's good.
Charlie, did you hear the news? They did reveal who Kindred was. Yawn.
Oh, who is Kindred?
Harry Osborn.
Duh.
Oh, really?
I know. I thought it was supposed to be someone who was dead, but because he was alive.
Is Harry Osborn dead?
Inside
right now. He wasn't supposed to be, but that's the thing. He was technically dead before Peter made the deal with Mephisto, and then after, when they started Brand New Day, they're like, "Oh yeah, he was just in Europe, basically
doing what Osborns do, having amnesia."
Oh no,
living in Switzerland.
Norman had him in rehab, getting off Goblin serum or whatever.
Goblin juice.
Okay, so basically, what we're saying is that Mephisto basically conned Spider-Man into this deal that allowed him to bring a bunch of his chosen people out of hell to come cause trouble for Peter eventually.
At least Harry Osborn. I mean, so maybe the deal brought Harry back. Mary Jane did whisper in Mephisto's ear, Lilith. Maybe was that part of it? Did she say bring Harry back?
Well, she always had a little thing for Harry. So.
Well, they did date.
Yeah.
Or maybe she just said, don't just kill freaking Aunt May in like 2 weeks, okay?
Or maybe, hey,
I'll do this, but I'm actually smarter than Peter. And I'm actually going to say, look, if we do this right. Here are the criteria. You don't have Aunt May Day. Just, I think it's done.
No, I'm thinking maybe Mary Jane said, don't let Peter remember. Don't let Peter remember the deal because maybe the guilt would tear him apart because great responsibility in the world.
Yeah, whatever.
Because he doesn't seem to remember the deal.
Yes. Although what's weird about that whole thing is the fact that Doctor Strange goes to use the hand of the Vishanti.
Yes.
And then he stops it, but then Peter is still able to use the hand of Vishanti. So it's like, it wasn't that
Hello, Felicia.
Oh, yeah. Who just lounges around in her leather catsuit waiting for Peter to show up.
What do you think Lilith is wearing right now?
Exactly.
Here's what I'll say. I get why the artist did that. I would have preferred if she had been like in her pajamas when he showed up.
That is her pajamas, sir. She's always ready to go break into something. She's got to be ready at a moment's notice.
Charlie Esser wanted some Todd McFarlane lingerie. Come on.
I'd settle for John Byrne lingerie.
I just want her. I mean, honestly, I want her in like sweats and like a house coat. It's like what?
With pink on her. The word pink on her butt. Okay.
Well, I don't request that, but it's fine if that's a brand she likes. I don't know.
Nobody should like Victoria's Secrets, by the way, but okay.
Yeah. No, but anyway, yeah. But I found that funny that she's in costume when Peter comes to the door.
And I'm
which
assuming
that's like an established trait of hers. Like she likes that part of herself more than her normal self, and she likes Peter in the costume.
I mean, some of those 80s...
Not outside of the costume.
I mean, it is continuity, because some of those 80s comics, remember when he was wearing the symbiote Lilith? I mean, when they were dating, she'd be just lounging around her apartment in that suit, so it's like...
I guess, in
once you oil yourself up and slip into it, it's kind of hard to get off anyway.
Well, that's true, too. Tristan's Halloween costume zips in the back. And I've explained to him, this is going to be a bear to go to the bathroom in. Yes, I did.
My good friend.
We had a whole conversation about it. We did.
Thanks for making that public, Dad.
Anyway. But yeah, it's...
Charlie.
It's a nice costume. It's a zombie Spider-Man costume. It's got little... It's kind of cool because it's got these weird little clear patches that make your flesh look like it's like the spots that pop through. It's cool. It's very cool the way it is. It really looks like you're a decomposed Spider-Man. So
Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock.
Well, no. I mean, it's not like a Venom suit. It's a zombie Spider-Man suit. So very, very, very pleased with what he got for Halloween this year. So anyway,
so yes, I'm just hoping they bring that marriage back. So
yeah,
it's due, baby. It's due.
Although what's Kindred doing? He dug up Gwen Stacy and her dad and a bunch of other dead bodies. So
yeah,
I wonder. Lilith, here's the thing I was thinking that we didn't bring up last night. I wonder if they're going to use Kindred the way they wanted to use Clone Conspiracy and maybe bring back some of those dead supporting characters, because they've killed off a lot of supporting characters over the years.
Does Spider-Man need a supporting character outside of Aunt May and Mary Jane? The answer is no.
No. Especially
but if we want to sell more toys, I guess this is what we're doing.
But it's are they going to use them? Because it's we got that big thing with Jameson in the podcast, and when's the last time we saw Jameson?
Exactly.
I mean, one thing I'm going to say with that is just first off, okay, well, that was a lot of work to gather all those skeletons from all their different graves, get them dressed up. I don't think all of them were buried in the same...
He's a showman, sir. He's a showman.
And then just make sure that, oh man, Gwen's arm fell off again.
Gwen's arm fell off, but that headband is still there.
But yeah.
Headbands are forever.
Just the idea that, man, it just seemed, it's very theatrical. I'll give it. Are we sure this isn't Mysterio? That's what I'm saying. It's very theatrical.
Mysterio lately.
Oh my lord. Lilith, remember that Kevin Smith run on Daredevil? Where it seemed like heaven and hell were coming from Matt Murdock, and there was this baby who they were trying to tell him was either the Antichrist or the Savior.
Mysterio, right? Yeah.
And the whole thing,
Charlie cracked it. He cracked it.
And the whole thing turned out to be a trick by Mysterio. Yeah.
Oh. I'll give you one better.
Are they going to go there?
I'll give you one better, Phil. Do you remember Kevin Smith's run on the Black Cat, which took 10 years to complete?
Unfortunately.
Of course. Legendary.
And do you remember what the villain, what costume the villain bought at the end? So that when he came for Spider-Man, he wouldn't know who it was?
Wait, which was it? What was it?
Mysterio.
Oh.
So the guy that could teleport hallucinogenic drugs into your system.
Oh, yeah.
As his mutant power. Bought the Mysterio costume because he wanted to make sure that Spider-Man didn't know who was coming for him. And so because there was a guy selling all the old tech of dead villains.
Oh, screw you, Nick Spencer. If you're teasing us with the return of that marriage and it turns out to be Mysterio,
we're gonna riot, sir.
That's right.
You don't play with the marriage.
I'm just saying. Well, first off, that's the deal. It's the deal with the devil exists. He doesn't know that, but he knows that there's stuff. Or maybe
is it fair that he doesn't remember the deal though? I feel like that's not a part of a traditional Faustinian pact or whatever.
Yeah, seriously, because if Mephisto ever came to him, he'd be like, "Wait, what deal?" Oh,
well, that's the thing. But they actually do have that.
Wait. What if technically Peter's name isn't on that deal because it was to take their marriage away? So what if it's Mary Jane's name on that deal because she was the one whispering in Mephisto's ear.
Oh, if they try to rewrite it like that, I'll write it. Just gonna let you know.
I mean, I could see that, but then she's also trying to get it back.
That's a real long time to hold on to that plot thread, by the way.
I'm just gonna say it's a lot. Well, it's like 6 different writers later, so it's not like it's even the same writer saying, this is what I really want to happen. This is like another writer saying, here's how I'm trying to fix this.
But again, Lilith...
Maybe this will work.
Here's my whiteout.
Lilith, it's like mainstream comics. It's always like, when they're married, and it's like you want to keep your hero squeaky clean. Who's always wrong? The wife or the girlfriend?
True. Sexism is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm actually liking my idea that Kindred is not Harry Osborn, is not any of these people. It's Mysterio, but not the Mysterio who came back.
I don't know. I mean, Norman was convinced it was Harry, so I don't know.
Well, but that's what Mysterio does.
Oh my lord!
And that's what fanfic is for.
Oh my gosh! Remember, Kindred actually brought back the real Mysterio from hell.
Oh.
I brought you back here to pick your brain. I want you to tell me how you do your tricks. I want you to do all these things.
But if it's Mysterio, Norman is going to kill him.
Norman could barely kill Gwen Stacy.
Oh, too soon, sir. Too soon.
I'm just saying, it wasn't even Norman who kills Gwen Stacy.
All right, hey, Lilith, ready? First he stabbed her, then he killed her. Oh, we don't talk about that.
Legitimate children, you cannot have my
That
fortune.
is too soon.
That story is never coming back. They'll talk.
That is swept so far under the rug.
Yeah, that is something that Franklin decided no longer needed to be a part of the story.
It's like, you know what? Nah, we're gonna just.
They will talk one more day all day. They will admit they were wrong about one more day before they ever bring up that other one. Oh,
yeah, no. Franklin decided that was not canon, so we can all agree that.
It's the one thing we all agree on.
Yeah. Franklin said, nope. We have to bring the universe exactly right back. Just nope, Dad. Nope. Certain things don't need to be there.
Dad, what's that?
But he could have other things, like what? Like Jet Black not being part of the universe anymore? I don't think anyone's going to care that year lost in Dimension, that was 12 years in Dimension Z. I think we'll all get along with our lives.
Dad, what's that? What's Norman doing to that lady? No, just throw that in the leaf bin, son.
I mean, he was 12 at the time. He knew what was going on. Franklin timelines are weird, I know.
I know.
Yeah, I was going to say, him and Normie, they have the weirdest.
And Billy
and
Billy Connors. Billy Connors.
Yeah.
I mean, one day he's a teenager. The next appearance, he's 5. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for what it's worth, if nothing else, I think that maybe.
Don't get me started on Power Pack.
Yeah, I'm sure. Franklin said, "You know what? Normie suffered enough. Don't." Let's just restructure this, and let's let Harry stay dead, and we're gonna call this a night.
But I just want to say it was a pretty good week all around for every comic book company, even DC. As much as I hate to say.
Oh, did you read DC? Oh.
I mean, I didn't read anything. I just read reviews. Y'all know how I feel about it.
You didn't read Hellblazer?
No, I'm kind of out.
Okay.
How's it doing?
I mean, it's good. I don't know if is next.
I was like, is that the last issue yet?
Well, this is 11, so I think next one might be the last one because they did say it's double sized or something. So I think 12's the last one. But no, Lilith, I will recommend because I think this is the second issue by the new writer. But Flash, this week's issue 764. It reminded me of a classic Barry Allen, Silver Age, pre-Crisis. Because it's Kemper's Dr. Alchemy and stuff, and it did remind me of
Oh, nice!
Yeah.
Okay. Who's the new writer?
Shinek?
Okay. What would I be familiar with?
Kevin Shinek? I don't know, but the name's not familiar to me either. But I mean, even I like the art's good. But yeah, like I said, it reminded me some old school Flash. I think you might like it.
Is he in Iron Heights prison, or what happened? Dr. Alchemy? Why'd they bring him back?
Well, he broke out, and he's trying to internalize the power from that Philosopher's Stone, and then there's a heist where he's trying to pick up some of the Metal Men tech. I guess is going to help him do some stuff here.
Okay.
But I mean, and I don't know if Barry and Iris aren't married, but they're like together. So I don't know if they're living together. But yeah, I mean, there's some good Barry and Iris moments in this. So
wait a minute, did he do some work on Spider-Man?
Maybe.
That name sounds really familiar. I feel like it's a Spider-Man guy.
Can I give a shout out to Justice League Dark since we're talking DC?
Yeah, because we didn't let you.
Yes, they need all the help they can get. Go ahead, Charlie.
First of all, I love this story. I mean, it may not be for everybody. Constantine here he is all dying, and Constantine dies, and Swamp Thing dies, and by the end of it, it's actually kind of cool. Where basically, in order to defeat the Upside Down Man, Zatanna basically bonds herself with the Upside Down Man so that, he has to feel the cost of magic. It's kind of cool. We get that great little scary end cap, but I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if Constantine's really dead. I don't know if Swamp Thing's really dead. I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're okay. They died in an alternate universe and yada yada yada, but we get Hecate-powered Wonder Woman in this, which is kind of cool. We get also that first Dr. Fate, what's his name? Not Khalid, but his uncle comes in and he dies too because he's house. They are. They're basically everybody gets dead. Everybody gets a great death and a heroic death. Because he basically says, I don't want Khalid to die for this. So I'm taking the power back, and I'm going to be the one that does the whole teleport. Oh, hey, we get a great Rock the Vote DC double page here. I don't know if you guys saw that. Yep. Basically that whole, hey, fascism is a bad thing, so don't do fascism. Let's vote because democracy is cool, kids. Which...
If Joe Biden can have a virtual headquarters in Animal Crossing, why freaking not? If AOC can be on Twitch playing Among Us, why the heck not?
For what I'm going to say here, it's like billion-dollar corporations are drawing Black Lives Matter t-shirts in their comics to make a point. It's like, this is not radical left anymore. This is like, yes, these are common human decency. Let's stand up for that.
Oh my lord! I don't want to fuel Charlie's speculation, but no, I said about John Constantine Hellblazer number 11. It's like the first of a 2-part story,
and it's like the last. He might be dead. He might not come back for 10 years.
No. It's about this demon. And like he says, like over the years, like in the modern times, he's come into power through like political means, like fueling people's paranoia, and it's like all it took was framing it as us against them, the outsiders, and
it's hate monger.
That's how you do it. I mean,
it's hate monger. It's
there's even
a 1960s Fantastic Four villain, the hate monger. Yes.
It's they're talking about modern politics. There's even a panel where the guy's standing next to what's his face, the head of the
vitriol of it all.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I do have to shout out. Oh my god, because I'm a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan. How could I forget? Last Ronin number 1.
Oh, was that good?
Oh my god,
was that good?
Mwah! Frick yes. Okay, it's Kevin and Peter, and they brought in Tom, and it's just, oh my god, it's like everything that you want. It's just so much lore, and the art was great, and the story, we know where it's going, but it's okay because we're willing to take that journey. We might have been there once or twice before, but we're willing to do it again.
It's called Last Ronin?
Number 1, yeah. And it's already in a second printing.
So first question after, are these anthropomorphic? Is this an anthropomorphic Ronin, or just like a?
It's like
they're the turtles.
It's the last It's the last turtle. It's like a future story, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's the last.
I saw someone describe it. Isn't it? It's like the Ninja Turtles, like Dark Knight Returns version.
Yes. Exactly.
Cool. Oh, that sounds great.
Because it's like
we've kind of done this in the lore before, but not quite like this, especially like to have Kevin.
How many issues is it?
And freaking, I think it's going to be 6, if I'm not mistaken.
Because I haven't picked up Turtles in many. I might have to pick.
This is the event to get you back into Turtles. Like, I know the TV shows might be disappointing right now. We don't talk about the movies.
Yeah.
But this book right here is going to put Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles back on the map. This is the time to get back into it.
I was going to say,
it's just so good.
I was going to say, do you want to spoil? Should you spoil it or not?
I'm not going to spoil anything. You have to.
Oh, no, I mean, who's the last?
I will vaguely a Turtles this.
Who's the last remaining turtle?
Not going to tell you. It's a $9 book. Now, I don't want you to not defend Park.
Well, I mean, it's obviously
book.
Michelangelo.
Is it huge? Is it like a huge book, Ben? $9?
Yes, and it's worth every freaking penny. You know, I don't.
Is it a complete book, or is it just like it's the first of like 6 others?
It's the first.
So I got to spend $9 every month.
I think the price actually might not be $9 the next time. I think
maybe
just
the
for
first one's just larger. Maybe okay.
Yeah. Because you have to get into the lore. I feel like they knew that a lot of people had like been away from the Turtles for a while, so it's kind of like some exposition and catching you up and setting the mood. So but the artwork is so stunning.
A lot of flashbacks. A lot of flashbacks.
Yeah.
Do I take it? Yeah.
Yeah, don't spoil it, Lilith. But my prediction, my fan theory, which I may be wrong, is that the last turtle is Michelangelo.
You're going to have to pick it up.
Because he's the party dude, so he's the last one you'd expect, which means he's the most logical choice to be the one haunted by his brother's deaths and the one most dedicated now to solve it. And also the one
that was everybody's fan theory.
I thought he was going to say
and I think they knew that was the fan theory, so they may or may have not have gone against that fan theory. But that was a very
We're double down, but I don't know. Okay. But yes. Well, you know.
This is like a must read of the year for me. It's definitely probably going to be my top 10 of the year. So
wow, okay.
But I'm a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan, like from way back. Like that's my childhood. So
okay.
Despite the Bebop and Rocksteady, but like I actually know the original stuff.
Hey, Lilith, you bring up a good point. I mean, our last episode of the year is going to be that Austin Powers we record ahead of time, but. For the
I think for like the new year we should.
Well, no, I was gonna say that week of Christmas we were talking about doing Christmas issues. Should we just do the best of 2020 maybe?
I want to do my Christmas episode in a few months.
I already have my Christmas stuff picked out.
So that's what I'm saying. Like when we come back in the new year, we can be like, these are our top picks from last year.
First episode of January, we'll do the best of 2020.
Exactly. That's what Lilith just said like 5 seconds ago, Phil. So
well, no, I repeated what she said. So F you.
Like a true good husband, he just repeats the last thing that I said to prove that he was paying attention.
Yes, dear.
Alrighty
so
then.
On that note, I know you boys have some super connectivity to get to, and I'm very interested to hear what you have to say about the Animaniacs and Tiny Toons. So,
yes.
Well, feel free to comment.
Oh, I'm going to troll you for a little bit before I go to sleep. Definitely.
Feel free.
Fall asleep with her phone in her hand, just like my wife. Anyway,
I actually watch it on my TV. So.
Oh, you and Ray, because I think Ray's done that before. All right, everyone. So, send your thoughts. Is the Spider-Man marriage coming back? Did you like Three Jokers?
Where's my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans at? Come on, show up and show out.
Hit us with some turtle love. So, email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can find links to all of our social media for all of our shows, links to the Patreon, links to merch, all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support our sponsors. Can you hear me? Pick up some tweaked audio headphones. I've improved the quality of our sound, so you should pick up some headphones so you can hear that finer quality. Aw, what?
I was thinking about something. I'm sorry. I spaced out for the ads. You know I don't do ads, so I kind of spaced out for the ads.
Spaced out. Glug, glug. Anyway, so pick up Tweaked Audio. Go get yourself Hunt-A-Killer.
Michelle Gray needs our help, guys. I cannot wait till this freaking pandemic and quarantine is over because I want to get with my boys and I want to play some Hunt-A-Killer.
Oh, yeah.
Road Trip 2025 or whatever.
We need the whole team.
Exactly.
Right.
Kristen, everybody. Everybody's got to come.
Will, Matt, hell, Ray. Get on the plane now, Ray. We'll be here by 2022.
We should all go to Australia.
Get on the boat, actually. You're just going to have to catch a boat over here. That's the safest way to travel, a boat by yourself.
Anyway, so yes, pick up both of those. Use Southgate, the code Southgate for both of those for a handy discount. And then go pick up Pod Life, the book. Learn all about the ins and outs of podcasting from expert podcasters and Rob Southgate. Volume 1, now in digital and paperback, because Volume 2 is coming.
Audiobook coming soon.
Audiobook also coming soon. So yes, get in on the ground floor. And when you go on Amazon to pick up Pod Life, the book, and hey, Christmas shopping is coming up, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes when you do your Amazon shopping. Help us support this show, the Southgate Media Group Network, and that madman, that undead madman, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom.
You're weak sauce.
Lilith Hellfire.
If you nerds want to hang out with me on the interwebs, watch me live tweet hate tweet the Arrowverse. What's left of it anyway. Find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire. If you're on Instagram, like the cool kids and the hip grandparents, find me there, Lilith Hellfire 86 or Lilith Hellfire 69. And of course, if you're young and you're the hippest of hip and you're on TikTok, follow me at Lilith Hellfire 69. Thank you, Marnell, for 12 when you need me to be 12. I'm 12 when you need me to be 12.
Charlie Esser.
Wow. If you'd like to write to me in that old-fashioned email way, the way our mothers and fathers once did, do so at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, at gmail.com. Of course, follow me on the Twitter as I live tweet the DuckTales every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. At Charlie Esser, that's CHARLIE. Look for the 2 E's in the middle.
For quality.
Bing!
Thank you, Maz, and thank you.
Darkwing Duck has to be a spinoff coming in the works. It has to.
I hope.
But I want Rescue Rangers. I thought, controversial. I thought Rescue Rangers was the better.
I mean, I have no problem with either, but it's like, give me one, man.
They're really setting up the whole universe. I take it back. I like the new Ducks. It took a while.
It's good. Well, they want to do it. They want to do it.
The one, what is it, the Disney Afternooniverse or whatever is Black Nerd Comedy said. I like that. I'm sticking with it. I agree.
Speaking of Rescue Rangers, for another week, we have been your capes.
Episode.
Lunatics! I don't know why it's plural.
What?
I don't know why Lunatics is plural. I'm the only lunatic.
Because we're all mad here.
All it takes is one bad
Honestly,
day.
that should be our. That should be our.
All it takes is one bad day, Lilith Hellfire.
Been there, done that.
Line between
and there's 3 of us.